Welcome to Mainland, your local regional television station. I'm Graham O'Brien, and some of the stories coming up in today's news. Neighbours call for help, best of the best is local, Dutch dignitaries attend Rembrandt opening, and much more. Fire services were called to a house fire on King Street in Richmond at around 7:45 p.m. Monday that was quickly brought under control. 4 fire vehicles attended the scene along with 1 ambulance. Richmond Fire Chief Ralph Lonsdale says the cause of the fire is suspected to be from a pot on the stove and not looking while they were cooking. An ambulance took 1 occupant to hospital suffering from burns to his hand after trying to take the pot outside. Lonsdale has said that the family will be able to move back into the house within a fortnight once the kitchen has been cleaned up and the power reconnected. A large crowd attended Monday night's launch of Rembrandt Remastered in Nelson's Provincial Museum in the city. The opening was attended by local and international dignitaries, which included the Dutch ambassador Robert Zagman and his wife Monique. Chrissy Small attended the ceremony, which was blessed by Archdeacon Harvey Ruru, and caught some of the official ceremony before those attending moved on to see the larger images at the Suter Gallery in Halifax Street.
Ia tā ingoa o te rangatira. What is the name of the rangatira? Rembrandt van Rijn. Now I better check with Aldo, is that okay, Aldo?
I would say van Rijn.
Now I'd like you all to say that because we've got an important guest amongst us who's the ambassador himself. Together.
But this is an absolutely wonderful occasion to see what I regard as probably the biggest art book that I've ever seen, and certainly the very biggest on Rembrandt, or any artist for that matter.
Tēnā koutou katoa, and welcome, greetings to this spectacular spring evening in Nelson Whakatū. I acknowledge representatives of Mana Whenua who are here this evening. And I acknowledge all of the people who are standing around me, who are supporters not only of culture in our city, but of cultural institutions like the one we're standing in this evening. Your contribution to our city is significant and ongoing. It is a great pleasure to have a man of great honour, a Knight of the Order of Orange Nassau, here with us this evening, Ado, and your wife. It's wonderful to have you here for this spectacular event. And of course I'm delighted to welcome Ambassador Rob Zagman and his wife Monique, I think to your first visit to Nelson. I think this is your first occasion. Well, I assure you that it's like this every day. The connection, of course, between Nelson, the Nelson region and the Netherlands goes back hundreds of years to Abel Janszoon Tasman's discovery of this remote island in the South Pacific. And indeed, there have been ambassadorial visits to Nelson before that have occurred on a number of occasions, including in 2012 for the 370th anniversary of Tasman's visit to these shores. And I am delighted that we keep those links alive between our two countries. They're important to us. In the year of 1642, as Tasman and his crew sailed around our coastline, Rembrandt was busy in his studio painting the Night Watch. Of course, one of the most famous paintings of the Dutch Golden Age. And we'll have the opportunity to see the remastered version in this exhibition. This is the 10th anniversary of the Nelson Provincial Museum. And what we've been able to do through the generosity of several of you here this evening is to be able to offer this exhibition to people, Nelson residents, for free. And that's a very special gift, so my great thanks to all of you who have made that possible. Having a museum in the centre of our city has been a remarkable success. It's brought cultural heritage into the heart of our community, which is where it should be. Ambassador, I'm not sure how long you have to spend in our wonderful region. I hope it's long enough to visit a little bit of Abel Tasman National Park, perhaps if not on this occasion, but in the future, and get to the wonderful Golden Bay. If you have time to visit some of our Arts Festival events, we'd be delighted to host you. So enjoy your stay. Monique, it's lovely to have you here as well. The door is always open to ambassadors in our city. What I have found with ambassadors is they visit once and then they return.
Tēnā koto katoa. Greetings, everybody. It is a sunny day indeed in Nelson, so I will step aside. Archdeacon, thank you very much for your blessing, your worship. Thank you for your kind words addressed to my wife Monique and myself. There was a time when I thought that I'd visited Nelson before. It was just such a museum, and the town was called Nelson as well. But it was raining, so it can't have been. But you should be careful because so many things are exactly the same in that rainy situation as this one. So, even if you had said a word, we would have come back, and we will be coming back. First, agreements have been made, and of course we talked about 375 years of Abel Tasman, 2 years from now. But today we're not talking about Abel Tasman, it's Rembrandt van Rijn. What are you laughing at? Do I pronounce the name in the incorrect fashion? Rembrandt van Rijn. I can't speak in the same eloquent way as Craig Potten did. He is an art historian, I am not. That when you say Rembrandt, anywhere in the world, almost everybody knows who you mean and what kind of works you mean. He is someone who has, and whose works have, enduring significance for all of us. The Night Watch was mentioned. The reproduction is bigger than the actual Night Watch, because part of that was sliced off. So if you want to compare the two, you will have to go to Amsterdam to see the real one, which is smaller than the one you're seeing today. And you can decide which one you like better. But tonight, we are in Nelson to view the exhibition, which was brought here by Boyd Club. I want to mention him once more. It took the combined efforts of his doctors and his family members to keep him from coming here. He really dearly wanted to be here, but in the end, he was a sensible man. I think for the first time in his 88 years, he listened to others. But when you see the exhibition, when you count yourself lucky that this man, this Dutch Kiwi, because he's now a New Zealand citizen, put in all the effort to bring the exhibition here. An exhibition which I am now honoured and privileged to declare open.
Once again, Nelson shows the rest of the country the best of the best live in the top of the south, with Sean Campbell taking out the 2015 Apprentice of the Year competition. The judges remarked that Sean's passion for building really set him apart and were impressed by Sean's ability to convert his passion into quality work and deliver in a commercial time frame. His work in the practical challenge was of particular note, scoring very highly across all aspects. Russell Campbell, father of Sean and also a builder with the company in-house, is well chuffed with the results for his son and the company. Chrissy Small caught up with Sean for some comment on winning the title.
Sean Campbell, I believe, you're the National Young Apprentice of the Year for the Master Builders. Do you feel any different today than you did before you were given the title?
Not really. It hasn't all sunk in just yet, but yeah.
So, Sean, what did you have to do to actually win the title?
There was an interview and there was practical as well, where they gave us a set of plans which we had to follow, and there's a lot of reading as well. Like, you couldn't just follow the plan, you had to read to understand what they wanted.
So, Sean, in one of the challenges, I think it was the last challenge, you had to build a playhouse. Now, it tricked a few people. What was it that you did that was different from the others?
Just slowed down, read the plan, made sure I understood what they were asking, and yeah, went from there.
So did some of them actually just go by the drawings rather than by the actual reading of the plan?
Yeah, some were just too rushed, thinking that they had to get it finished in a certain time and didn't take the time to read it and understand what the judges were asking for.
Right. Now, Sean, some of the contestants were actually fully qualified builders, weren't they?
Yes, they were.
And how long have you been an apprentice?
3.5 years.
And when do you finish your apprenticeship?
Hopefully the end of this year.
Right, okay. So look, your employers must be really happy with you. Is this one of the houses that you've been working on?
Yeah, it is.
And Well, so what's your next move once you've graduated and you're a fully fledged builder? Will you stay on here, or do you think you'll go and start your own company?
I'll stay with this company and work my way into it.
Okay, and what would you say to anyone out there that wants to be a builder?
Do it if you enjoy it, and if it's your thing, then yeah.
So it takes a lot of dedication,
Yeah.
hard work.
Yep.
And now that you've got the qualification, does that mean a pay rise?
I hope so.
Sean, look, on behalf of Mainland TV, congratulations.
Thank you.
Cricket is on Nelson's summer schedule this year in a big way. I spoke with General Manager of Nelson Cricket, Richard Hayward, about what's in store for cricket fans and what the good people of Nelson can do to help make this cricket event as special as the last one. Richard, thanks for sparing a few moments to talk to us. We see it's pretty quiet now, but we know how it all changes when the cricket's here. Can you tell us a little bit about what's special coming up for us in the cricket world?
Yes, morning, Graham. We had a really big year last year for the Cricket World Cup that everybody will remember, hopefully. So we had an ODI before that, one day international before that, with Black Caps playing Sri Lanka, and then followed up by 3 Cricket World Cup games. So it was a very big year, biggest year we've ever had in New Zealand cricket. But this year is pretty much a little bit more, actually. We start off the season with a great little weekend coming up in the middle of November. On the 19th of November, we've got Central Districts playing Wellington in what they call a Georgie Pie Super Smash, which is a 2020 game. And we've got a lot of stars playing in that. So hopefully we've got George Worker, or we've got Mahela Jayawardena, who's a very well-known Sri Lankan player, one of the best players in the world, and Jesse Ryder. So just to name a few. So that's 2020, that's 4 o'clock on a Thursday night on the 19th of November. So hopefully we'll get some people coming along to watch that. And then on the Friday night, straight after that, we've got the White Ferns, which is the New Zealand women's team, playing Sri Lanka in the 2020 game here as well. Wow. And then on the Sunday, at 2 o'clock, we've got the women playing again. So another 2020 game between the White Ferns and Sri Lanka. And then the big games are over New Year. So we've got 2 one-day internationals back-to-back. On the 31st of December, starting at 11 o'clock, we've got Black Caps playing Sri Lanka. So another match-up similar to last year. And that was a great game here last year, quite close, and both sides got a lot of runs, and it was very entertaining. So that's the first one. And then on January the 2nd, so everyone gets a day off on January the 1st, after maybe might be needing the rest. On January the 2nd, again 11 o'clock, and another Black Caps versus Sri Lanka again. So 2 back-to-back big games, and then we've got another Central Districts 4-day game later on in the middle of February. So it's a big year, and in terms of the number of games here, it's the most they've ever had. So.
Yes, that's just amazing. I mean, it's fast and furious action with the 2020 and the one dayer in there as well. So I mean, the cricket fans will be ODing after that.
Well, they will be. There'll be a bit of everything, really. There's a bit of 2020 and then a bit of one-day internationals and 4-dayers as well. So it's whatever sort of cricket you like, you're going to have something to come and watch.
And I know you can't do anything really without the volunteers to come along and help out and do all the stuff. How are you going for volunteers? Do you need some more? And tell us a little bit about what the volunteers could do.
Yes, well, we do need some more. We had a great response last year to the One Day International and the Cricket World Cup when I think the Cricket World Cup managed to get something like 150 volunteers. We had about 70 or 80 for the One Day International. And simply you just can't do without them. They are sort of the lifeblood of the workforce, really. Last year they were fantastic. It was a bit of a trial for the Cricket World Cup, the One Day International that we ran before the Cricket World Cup, and so everybody was sort of tested out, and the volunteers were pretty well tested as well, and they did brilliantly, and through the Cricket World Cup they were fantastic, and as I say, you just can't do without them. We've got about 40 at the moment. We probably need 60, so we needed another 10 or 20 to help us run the games over New Year. And they just bring a bit of colour and vibrance and enthusiasm and to the game. They're all around the ground. They help people to their car parks. They help people to their seats, show them where the toilets are and where the food vendors are, and just generally help out the public and just they make the game what it is really. And we just couldn't do it without it, because at Nelson Cricket we've only got 2 full-time people working there, and so we can't possibly do everything. And so. It's one of the smallest associations in the country, It's not like going to Auckland or Christchurch where they've got their major associations there and they've got 20 or 30 full-time staff. So that makes it even more important that we get some help from the volunteers.
Sure, and you've got a lot coming back from last year because, I mean, obviously they're pretty keen on helping out.
Yeah, that's right. Well, we put out some emails to the people that helped us last year, and let's say we got 40 back, which is fantastic from them. And so we just need to ask for a few more just to top up that number and make it nice and comfortable for everybody.
And it'll be easier for them because most of them will know what they're doing this time, so the other ones can just fit straight in there.
Well, that's right. We went through quite a process last year of registering them and taking them through various programs, showing them how to run these different little sections that we have here. And as you say, they had the experience, and so they won't need any training or very little training. So that's a real bonus too.
And as we see in a lot of grassroots sports, without the volunteers, without the people doing the hard yards, like you say, there's not many full-time staff. Everything would just basically grind to a halt, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would. As I say, we've got a low staff. We do have a few board members that work on the day as well, but absolutely without them, we couldn't hold these sorts of international fixtures here. And so that's a major part, actually. It's a good point you made. Major part in us getting these international games here is how the whole day runs and how the operation works. And if they do a really good job, it's a big tick in the box for New Zealand cricket and getting international games here.
Well, we'll hope that the Nelson puts on its fine weather as usual, and good luck for all the games that's coming up.
Great, thanks very much, Graham.
There's just 2 days to go until Shakeout 2015, which will see over 1 million people around the country taking part in the drill to drop, cover and hold at 9:15 a.m. this week on Thursday. Nelson Tasman Civil Defence and Emergency Management Group Manager Roger Ball said the event is about raising awareness of natural disasters and encouraging people to be prepared in the event of a disaster. He said that Civil Defence have reached their target of 23,000 participants, which is great for our region. He said he's glad to see so many in behind this event, however he is encouraging more. As the more people involved, the wider the message spreads. There's still time to be part of this exercise. To sign you and your fellow workers or family up, head to the Shakeout website. After the break, we'll bring you the latest weather update and some events and happenings coming up from around the region.
Welcome to Smugglers Pub and Cafe, open 7 days a week with free parking all day. Our lunch menus have that fat old-fashioned flavour where we treat you like treasure with the food you'll savour.
We cater for children, grannies and granddads too, with special rates and privileges given to the elderly lunchtime crew. Our staff are friendly and kind and want to see you all come back time after time.
Daytime or evening, it doesn't matter. Give us a call on 546 4084 and we'll be happy to spoil ya.
I'm Francis from Nelson Auto Glass. We repair all auto glass, stone chips, windscreen replacements, scratch removal.
If you have an auto glass issue, our team will sort it.
Nelson Auto Glass Specialist, 84 Vanguard Street, Nelson.
Hi everyone, I'm Malcolm Harris from the Facilitators. We now look after sales for Mainland TV, radio, Sky and online. New Zealand On Air's latest Colmar Brunton survey confirms Mainland's large multimedia audience. If you're in business or want to put a message out to everyone in the Nelson Tasman region, plus nationwide on Sky or worldwide online, please give me a call or see our website at www.mainlandtv.nz.
We're the team at JCar, right here in Nelson, 120 Hardy Street. Our shop is full of electronic items,
including security alarm systems, electronic components,
solar and power,
electronics toys,
sound systems, cables and much, much more.
JCar, 120 Hardy Street, Nelson.
World War I was a defining period in our history, impacting greatly on the lives of people from the Nelson province. Memories of the First World War is an exhibition which will be displayed in a number of regional venues and is currently on at the Nelson Provincial Museum.
Fit and Be Fit is on at the Victory Community Centre Tuesdays and Thursdays at 10 a.m. at the Victory Community Church, 238 Upper Vanguard Street. School terms only. Fun while you get fitter, work at your level.
Victory 60 Plus is on Tuesdays at 1:30 through to 3:30 p.m. at 238 Upper Vanguard Street. You can join in for cards, games and a cuppa.
On behalf of the team here at Mainland Television News, thank you for joining us, and we'll bring you the latest news and events from around the region again tomorrow.
Supporting local content so you can see more of New Zealand on air.
Are you tired of endless reality shows? Would you prefer to watch captivating documentaries?
They have swallowed cars.
Exciting movies?
Go ahead, load up and shoot.
Music for the soul?
And if you think I'd eat your fish and chips, I did, you're mistaken.
Programming from around the world? Places to visit? Local news and views?
I'm Graham O'Brien, and today's bulletin. Do you want to change the flag?
No, I don't want to change the flag.
Stay tuned to Mainland TV, your local station.
This is a beautiful 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom home. It's a large internal access double garage. It fits 2 cars nicely with a little workshop bench at the end of it. In this room we have 2 large lazy boys, a 3-seater and a 2-seater leather lounge suite, 50-inch Samsung TV and a heat pump. Features are a cathedral ceiling and of course that beautiful view.
For relatively little cost, you too can sell your house. Do it yourself. You're the best person to promote and sell your own house. Your personal endorsement is the best selling proposition. Put yourself on screen and sell it. You know the attractions of your house. You know it better than anybody else. So, get up there and tell us all about it. Sell it.
Upstairs we have 3 bedrooms. One of these has a full ensuite. That's the master bedroom with large bifold doors. Now out these bifold doors you get to a wraparound deck area that faces northwest, and this is lovely in the morning for sitting and having your coffee.
Hawk Films is now producing for you an advertising package and a broadcasting service at a price far lower than you would expect. We will produce your advertising video and feature it across TV, radio and electronic media. Your message will be up to 3 minutes long and it'll be broadcast 5 times a day on radio and TV. 5 times a day. And it will be listed online all day, every day, for exposure to your potential buyers. You can also use the ad and the photos to promote your house on radio, TV, Trade Me and other real estate sites. We can also offer drone aerial shots for a totally different viewpoint from the one you would normally see. Selling your house is up to you and your solicitor. We're here to merely add value to your advertising strategy. Give me a call and let's get your property on the market. Or better still, email or text me and I'll call you back.
I'm Francis from Nelson Auto Glass. We repair all auto glass, stone chips, windscreen replacements, scratch removal.
If you have an auto glass issue, our team will sort it.
Nelson Auto Glass Specialist, 84 Vanguard Street, Nelson.
Yes.
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 Here at Yes Shop, we love the word yes.
Yes.
We say yes to kitchenware. We say yes to beauty. We say yes to homewares. We say yes to fashion. We say yes to electronics.
Yes to Philips. Yes to Dell. Yes to Apple.
Happy Cool, Glad, Goldia, Huron and thousands of other products in our store.
Yes!
Say yes to TV shopping that's all about fun, made right here in New Zealand with Kiwi presenters like me.
Yes! Say yes to the ultimate service.
With dedicated presenters taking the product out of the box and showing you how it works.
And what it can do for you. Say yes to our international buying power. That lets us bring you the best bundles at the best bargains.
All from the comfort of your own home.
24 hours a day.
So what are you waiting for?
There's nothing quite like it.
Come with me.
Say yes to Yes Shop.
Yes!
Edward Gibbon, the bathroom specialist, have a great range of bathroom ideas at their showroom at 23 McGlashan Ave in Richmond. Call in and check out some of the latest bathroom designs and fittings. Edward Gibbon, the bathroom plumbing and drainage supply specialist, 23 McGlashan Ave, Richmond.
Welcome me hearties to Smuggler's Pub and Cafe, famous for hearty meals, craft ales and a friendly service way. Sensational seasonal menus with meals all day and evening too, or sail in for a snack with special menus for young smugglers and you. Settle in for a jolly old time, relax and enjoy our award-winning dining and lovely fine wine. Decked out in an old worldly way, we're open 7 days. Book or come on in to 8 Muritai Street, not far from a beach, walk or swim. Phone 546408.
Waimea Telecommunications, specialising in free-to-air digital television, internet broadband connections, telephone and telecommunications systems. Call Julian Toon at Waimea Telecommunications on 544-4203.
Why would you want to pay as much as $1,000 for a single bed mattress when you can buy a high quality locally made mattress like this for as little as $220? And a queen size mattress could cost you in excess of $3,000, but at Nelson Beds you could have a mattress like this as low as $425. So why would you go out and spend a fortune on your child's bedroom when you can come to Nelson Beds and buy a complete single mattress and base set, a 7-drawer Scotch chest, a headboard and a 3-drawer bedside cabinet for as little as $979? So call and discuss our custom manufacturing options and local after sales service at Nelson Beds, Nelson's only bedding manufacturer.
Are you looking for a scooter, walker, wheelchair, baby seats or pushchairs? Then come in and see the Nelson Region Specialist at Mobility for You, 269 Queen Street, Richmond, opposite the library. We have a huge selection of scooters, walkers, wheelchairs and accessories, along with a free booklet guide. We also provide a breakdown service if you ever get a puncture or a flat battery. We have fully equipped service vans to rescue you. Hi, I'm Robin Jordan and I invite you to call in and see the friendly team at Mobility for You, 269 Queen Street, Richmond, opposite the library.
We're the team at JCar, right here in Nelson, 120 Hardy Street. Our shop is full of electronic items,
including security alarm systems, electronic components,
solar and power,
electronics toys,
sound systems, cables and much, much more.
JCar. 120 Hardy Street, Nelson.
Welcome me hearties to Smuggler's Pub and Cafe, famous for hearty meals, craft ales and a friendly service way. Sensational seasonal menus with meals all day and evening too, or sail in for a snack with special menus for young smugglers and you. Settle in for a jolly old time, relax and enjoy our award-winning dining and lovely fine wine. Decked out in an old worldly way, we're open 7 days. Book or come on in to 8 Muritai Street, not far from a beach, walk or swim. Phone 546408.